Hello, David Paskowitz here with management tip number 537. Don't send hi everyone emails. We send those out a lot. We get those a lot. What if you could send personalized emails to every single person that had the person's name in it? Oh, that's really great. That's what we're going to be talking about today. We start off with a spreadsheet with all of our employees on it. You could have their email address, first name, last name, the site where they work, their grade level, maybe their department, their division, maybe if they're classified versus certificated. However you set this up, I'm sure someone in HR can provide this for you, or you could create your own. All you have to do is create some columns here in a spreadsheet. Always have the email, and I like to have separate first name and last name. You could do them together, but sometimes when you want that first name in an email, that's the best. Their site, their grade level. And let's just say I'm putting in their site by hand here. One nice thing that you can do in spreadsheets, whether this is Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets like we're using here, is this pull down feature. It's kind of like an easy copy and paste. All I have to do is highlight one of my cells, and with this little blue handle in the bottom right corner, I click and pull down, and it autofills for each of those. Now, in my spreadsheet, I've got a lot of things I can do here. I could say color code my rows. I come up here to fill color, and these are the school colors for this elementary school. And for this middle school, I'm going to use this color right here. And for the high school, I'm going to use that. All right, so I can color code everything. So at quick glance, everything just looks nice and easy. But I promised you we'd be talking about sending personalized emails. Now, to do that, we're going to use a tool called Mule. And in Google Sheets, there is an add-on called Mule that we're going to find. Now, if you don't have Mule already installed, you go to your add-ons menu right here and come down and click Get Add-ons. And Mule is spelled Form space Mule, and all you have to do is start typing it and it will show up. It's a pretty popular add-on. So I'm going to click Open. So here it is. Step one, choose source data and set merge type. Yikes. It's easier than the language lets on. Select the sheet that contains your email addresses. All right, so my sheet down here is sheet one. So I'm going to click on there. And I'm not going to turn these on right now. Form trigger means if I'm using a Google form, and this is attached to a Google form, that when someone completes my Google form, it will send them an email back with more information. Now, many of us, if we use Google Forms, we just do that inside of Google Forms. But this is a way for you to have a lot more robust email that you can send back. So that's the form trigger. Time trigger is maybe every Friday at 2:00. It sends out this email again. Maybe it's a reminder. Hey, Steve, fill out your attendance again, whatever. But we're not going to use those today. I'm going to click templates and send conditions. I'm going to use one unique email template. This is for beginners right here. And to be honest, I use this a lot and I never use multiple email templates. I'm not going to be doing anything like this, null or not null. And I'm going to save my template settings. Now I'm going to edit my template. All right. As you can see here, a box shows up and it looks basically like an email, right? To CC and BC, reply to the subject line and the body as well. Well, this is kind of fun right here. Because we are pulling data from our spreadsheet, we're pulling email addresses and first names and really anything else we want. I can just type in email right there. So when it's in these little carets right here, that's what our little merge tag right there. So that's email, and it's going to be pulling data from column A, which is my email column. CC, you could CC someone if you want, or BC, see, but I'm not going to. I'm going to say, welcome back 2021. Now, the body of my email, I actually already wrote this. I could type it right in there if I want to, but I am going to be just copying and pasting. I made this inside of a Google Doc, and it says, "Welcome back, first name." And do you remember first name was one of my columns? So it's going to pull the data from each of those little cells. I know our students at site, and remember there's the site with our school site right there, are excited to start a new school year, and I'm sure you're feeling the same. And this is where you put in all of that text that would have been in your welcome back letter. And I'm just going to click and I'm going to highlight all of this. And I'm going to paste it right in the body of my email. Now, you'll see a few things. Welcome back, first name is right there. And it doesn't really have anybody's first name just yet. I'm going to click Save and Preview up here. Here it is, to that email address. Welcome back, Liz. I know our students at SVES are excited to, and then I'm going to check out my next one. This one's to Betsy. She's also at SVES. Notice my email address changes there. Ron, demo3 at email.demo. And you'll see as I keep cycling through, my school is going to change when I get to Stella here. Oh, now we're in the middle school teachers. And I can cycle through and see all of these. So these are all of the separate emails that I can kind of scan through just to make sure that it works. And one thing that I want to show you before we move on is if I go back to my edit right here, and I'm just going to come down here in the bottom. If I click on one of these right here, I can click first name and it will insert it for me. And notice it says first name colon first name. And then if I hit enter, it's last name colon last name tag. This is great if you're making a list. However, if you're inserting these right here as you're typing, you want to delete everything outside of that tag because it would look kind of strange to say, I know our students at site CJMS are excited to start the school year. So you can delete those. So now notice when I preview, there's Alan Johnson, there's Barry Black, there's Marcia Burnett and Loris Navarro. All right. So I don't want those on there. So I'm going to delete those tags. I'm going to save and preview one more time. Good. They're gone. Now, when I click save and send all, it will start sending those emails out from my email address, individualized to each single person. Think about this. If you got an email, it's the same old welcome back letter, but this one is sent to you personally. Think about how much you'd read this. As a little aside, I did this back before spring break. We're in the middle of our crisis teaching phase, and I sent out my blanket email to all of the teachers. And normally, I get back one or two, thanks very much. But because everything was individualized just with one name, it meant so much more, and I got so much more thoughtful feedback, and I could continue having those real one-on-one conversations in my replies. So a quick little thought, using Form Mule to send personalized emails, and I hope this plants a seed. Think about all the other things that you could do with this. If you have spreadsheets with student data on there and parent email addresses, you could send out individualized emails with individual student data on each email. None of this is hard. This was the kind of easy first step. But think about how you could use Form Mule to really revolutionize your management. Again, this is David Paskowitz with management tip number 537.